Come on. Hey y'all. What's going on? What's happening? How y'all doing? So welcome to Tips, Topics, and Talk this evening. Hope that you guys are enjoying your evening, your day, or whatever. Happy Monday. It is Money Mondays, and you guys know that on Mondays what we normally do is we talk about a money subject. And there's a big one that is on the table. Let's talk about Bitcoin that is falling like like rain. Let's talk about that. Link, okay, plug, whatever. All right, so let's talk about that. My goodness, I'm really surprised at how these numbers um, are dropping. Have y'all seen this? Like, I'm gonna pull it up. So, I'm on Facebook. I'm scrolling through like I normally do, and I look down and I see um, how much money was lost. So I saw a post today that said the millennials will now have to go back to the labor market and earn back their debts and losses. The problem is that there are plenty of minimum wage blue collar jobs and not too much good jobs for them. So let's look and see what some of this cryptocurrency is currently doing, which blows my mind. I was floored at how much it's lost. So Luna was going for $119.18 per share. Let me tell you how much it's worth right now. 0.068 of a cent. Um, so the loss was 99.93%. Let me pick another one. I'm not going to go through this whole list, of course. So D DOGE, which was a really big one, had a loss of 89.52%. So it went from 0.73 to 0.07681. And so it's going lower and lower. And I am really tripping. So these are, let's see, pretty low numbers. And I think it's really unfortunate for these numbers to be at an all-time low, but an all-time high is what people were looking at. So we have one here, ICP, $750.73 was what it was worth. It is now worth $6.72 for a 99.09 loss. At the all-time high, again, it was 750. 750.73. So the numbers are going down, and so I'm getting a lot of this. I'm getting a lot of people that are saying, "Oh, you should go ahead and get your get in now, get in now." You know what? Um, I don't know if that's a risk that I'm willing to take. You know what I mean? And so, because here's the thing, with it being as low as it is right now, with some of these, you can get in for like $100, $200. But the problem is how much farther is it going to fall? And how much of that, even if it is, and some people say, oh, well, you got $100 to play with. No, I don't. No. I don't know about anybody else, but I like to count wherever my coins are going, right? And so the issue is how in the world did this happen? And we know how it happens, the volatility of the market. It's everything that's happening right now with inflation, and what's happening with the war and all of that. It does absolutely impact what's happening here. But I think one of the things that we definitely need to get into doing is doing our own due diligence and doing our own research, because during this time a lot of people are giving information that maybe, just maybe, could hurt somebody. Go ahead and get in now. People would grab it for their entire life savings. Because think about it, how many people actually put a lot of their savings or a lot of money into this particular uh, stock market or stock program, right? So what are we talking about? Like Bitcoin. um, I know people that have thousands and thousands of dollars in it, and I don't even want to talk to them when I see them tomorrow. I really don't, honestly. I think that a lot of people are in for bigger shocks, because I don't think that it's done falling. And the reason why I say that is because I actually looked at it on Friday and I thought, oh Lord, it's got a little bit more way to go. And when it's all said and done, some of them are going to be worth nothing. It's going to be worth nothing. Literally, at this point, some of them already are. So what I'm going to encourage you to do today with our tips, topics, and talk on Money Mondays is to pay attention and be a Berean and do your own research when it comes to where you are going to invest your dollars, right? So if you're going to invest your dollars, diversify how you do that, so everything is not sitting in one set place. Again, that goes back to something that I learned years ago, and that's having multiple streams of income, so that you're not always dependent on just one stream by itself. So I think that ultimately at the end of the day, we're all going to have to find multiple ways of continuing the current lifestyle that we have, whether it be good, whether it be bad, and making a decision on whether or not we're going to um, um, put money where we're not comfortable. Now, again, I've not invested. I know people that have, and I don't even want to see those people tomorrow, because I'm sure that they'll probably be sick at the stomach, some of the stuff that they're currently seeing. So most definitely want to put that to your attention. But that doesn't mean that you shouldn't look at other options, because again, there's real estate. You can get into that. You can get into just stock market in general and buy some really good stock and shares, and you can get pieces of them. Don't forget that there are so many different ways that you can have your money work for you while you are doing other things. So outside of Bitcoin, because I'm sure it's going to rebound. Okay, that's first and foremost. We know it's going to rebound. Now, how much it's going to rebound, I don't know. And see, that's going to be on you, because I'm not a professional when it comes to that. I do the research for myself, and then I'm able to make long-term decisions based on the research that I have. Now, I'm going to tell you one thing that I definitely am tripping on, and it is um, what happened over the weekend. Now, we talked about it a little bit during the day shift today on KCCR this morning. And if you caught it, I would encourage you to go ahead and catch it again and see exactly what happened over the weekend. We had several different shootings, and I'm really disappointed in that. We had a shooting in Buffalo. The gunman had plans to continue his killing rampage. And so I just wanted to kind of look at that, because I'm really, really surprised at how this all went down. Okay. I'm blown away. So Peyton Gendron is the 18-year-old who allegedly gunned down 10 people, all of whom were Black, at a Tops grocery store in Buffalo, New York. He would have actually continued his rampage had he not been stopped. Buffalo Commissioner Joseph Gramagius told ABC News. They've actually uncovered information that if he had escaped the supermarket itself, he actually had plans to continue his attack, and he had plans to continue driving down Jefferson Avenue and shoot more Black people, possibly go to another store or location. Authorities are calling Saturday's massacre a racially motivated hate crime. This was well planned by a very sick person. Officers actually responded to the scene within 1 minute, and when they approached the suspect, the team put his assault rifle to his neck, as if to say, "I'm going to kill myself." So the commissioner praised the responding officers, who he said de-escalated the situation and convinced the gunman to drop his weapon. So multiple high-capacity magazines were recovered on this young man and in his car. And he actually declined to say, the commissioner declined to say what evidence pointed to additional shooting plans. But the commissioner said investigators have been going through his phone and other electronics. So this kid is actually from Conklin, New York, which is about 200 miles east of Buffalo. So that tells me a couple of things. Number one, you knew where you were going. 200 miles east, you already had it planned out. So, you just didn't wake up one morning and say, somebody hurt my feelings from all the way over there. Okay, so police determined he drove or arrived in Buffalo on Friday via license plate reader and other evidence, the commissioner said. The police are still working to determine where he stayed overnight before he actually attacked. One of the operations managers at Tops, the supermarket, said that she actually saw this young man sitting on a bench outside of the store on Friday afternoon. And she said he was there for several hours with a camper bag on his back, dressed in the same camouflage outfit he wore Saturday. Now, she also said he entered the store on Friday evening and appeared as if he was bothering customers. So she actually asked him to leave, and he did so without argument. So he was basically casing the joint, it sounds like to me. And so the next time she saw him was on Saturday as a mass shooting unfolded at her store. She escaped out of the back when she saw the young man. I saw him with his gear on and his gun and how it was all strapped on. I seen all the other bodies on the ground. It was a nightmare. He's actually been arraigned on one count of first-degree murder and is due back in court on May 19th. Meanwhile, a Buffalo man, his name is Joseph Chawaniak, has been charged with making terroristic threats after he allegedly referenced the supermarket shooting during threatening phone calls to a pizzeria and a brewery on Sunday. This crime is not going to be tolerated, especially as we are actively investigating the Jefferson Avenue shooting as a domestic terrorism incident. You think? Okay, so that's one. Then we had another shooting that actually occurred in Milwaukee, Wisconsin over the weekend. And that kind of threw me a little bit because um, that's my hometown. And I understand that Milwaukee is really trying to rebuild the community, have places for people to go, that kind of thing. And so it's really disappointing when you find that um, this particular shooting itself has allowed for, according to CBS News. Now check this out: Milwaukee declares a partial curfew after 21 people injured in three separate shootings. At least 21 people were injured Friday night in three separate shootings near Milwaukee's entertainment district, where thousands of people have been watching the Bucks play um, the Boston Celtics in Game 6 of the NBA's Eastern Conference semifinals. None of the injuries from the shootings are believed to be life-threatening, however. So the first shooting occurred around 9 and 10 p.m. And then the Milwaukee Fire Department said authorities transported two people, a 30-year-old man, a 16-year-old girl, and a third person actually drove themselves to a hospital a little over an hour later. A nearby shooting left a 20-year-old man injured. So these looks to be 17. And then around 11:09 that same evening, 17 people were injured in a third shooting. 10 people were taken into custody, including 5 who were injured, and 10 guns were recovered. So the city of Milwaukee has put up a curfew, and the Bucks actually said in a statement on Friday night that no shootings occurred inside the Deer District. This is what we need to make clear. So the Deer District is where an estimated 11,000 fans who could get inside the arena gathered to actually watch the game. So the team said Saturday it would cancel a watch party on the plaza originally scheduled for Sunday. The shootings that happened in downtown Milwaukee last night were horrific, and we condemn this devastating violence, the team said in a statement that you can actually find on their website and on their Twitter account. You can actually see that right there. And so the mayor of the city imposed a curfew for anyone under the age of 21 for Saturday and Sunday night from 11 p.m. until 5:30 in a limited emergency order following the shootings. The curfew covers the city's entertainment district, and violators may be subject to ticket fines and towing. Okay, so unfortunately, the hard part is that um, this community is really trying to grow. It didn't happen in the Deer District. It still doesn't matter. It absolutely impacts what's happening in a city that's trying to grow and be better. And so, shout out to the law enforcement team and the fire department and EMTs who were able to get there and to help those people, because unfortunately, things do happen like that. And I wish I had better words than the ones that I have right now, which are nothing, right? Because like y'all out here shooting folks. We really out here shooting folks, and I absolutely am shocked and amazed at that. And then on a really good note, let's talk about some positive things that are happening. Number one, of course, you can definitely check out KCCR Radio, the Brownstone. You can download the app and listen in right now. We have Tea Time with Nikema E that is on, and then a replay of the day shift from this morning is going to be playing after her show at 2 o'clock. From there, you'll be able to listen to Urban Minimalists with Tunes and Tingles from this evening. Starts at 8 p.m. And I just wanted to kind of put that out there and let you know that you've got other options that are out there for you to do some pretty cool stuff with while you're doing things. You can be listening to the different shows, including the Hot Lunch Mix that happens at 12 noon. And then at 5 o'clock in the morning, you guys, forgot to tell you all about this. We actually have an inspirational segment that is an hour long, and you're able to listen to that while you're up grabbing your coffee, getting the family ready for the day, because we know summertime is coming. People are going to be busy, that kind of thing. So, just keep listening, because things again are absolutely changing and changing for the better with the show. So Cullen's Corner, let's talk about that. We won't have another show ready until the 26th, and we're basing it off of some of our own schedules and some of the things that we're able to do. So we compile the information, we put it together, and then we present the show to you guys. So we want to make sure that it's great content and something that is going to be hot enough for you guys to listen to when you are driving, when you're working, when you're frying your chicken, whatever you're going to be doing. Make sure that you've got us tuned in and have us turned on. That's number two. Now, The other thing that I wanted to tell you is mybrownstoneliving.com has some new items up. So we actually did a complete clean out. The only thing that we left were about 8 things right now, that is, of course. And so you can go and check out some of the hot items that are actually for sale on the site. And then, of course, we also have Brownstone Blends that's available. That's 4 blends. That is the everyday blend that you can use on pretty much anything. We also have our garlic lemon pepper blend and our turmeric jerk, and also the cinnamon nutmeg and sugar blend that is available. It comes in a box with 4 recipe cards and also a Brownstone Living and Essentials towel set for your kitchen. Okay. Right now, there is a special on that, and I'm going to go ahead and put it up here, and you'll be able to see what the actual code is. So you can go ahead and download the Brownstone My Living app. Get your Brownstone Blend Seasoning Starter Pack at mybrownstoneliving.com. And you will actually be able to use the code that I put up there. It says Love, Live, Breathe. You'll be able to do that. You can see it over here. I'm not real good at this left, right thing, whatever. But Love, Live, Breathe is the actual code that you can use to take advantage of 25% off the Brownstone Living pack. The Brownstone Living pack. So go ahead and make sure that you get your copy there. Y'all, I was going to cook this evening and I decided against it only because what I was going to cook is frozen. And I promise you, I do not feel like going all the way to the grocery store and then coming back. By that time, the thrill is going to be gone. And I'm going to be like, oh man, no, next time I'll just deal with this another time. So we don't want to do that. We don't want to do that at all. So there will be articles available on mybrownstoneliving.com, and also you'll be able to register for the upcoming newsletter. We decided to just stop with May because there was too much that was going on, and so the content that is available to you, you'll be able to see in June. So go ahead and register the for that particular newsletter. So let me tell you what's in it. So we usually get a bunch of sales and stuff that we like to let you guys in on. And that's the only way that you're going to get it. Now, you could go other places, but what I can tell you is that you are in a really good place. Um, you are in a really good place when it comes to getting news and information that you can use from the Brownstone Center. So, what I would absolutely love for you guys to do is to get acclimated to us, and also let us know what you want, right? If it's certain shows that you want to hear, if it's certain things that you want to listen to, for sure, let us know. Also, please know that if you're interested in being a host on KCCR Radio, all you have to do is go to My Brownstone Living and click the link that says Become a Host. We've also gone on ahead and placed on the website our pricing for advertising and for sponsorship. We're going all out, okay? But we're definitely open to communication and negotiation about what that looks like for you guys. And we're definitely excited about those people who are starting to join the family. So we're real excited about that. One of the things I wanted to also talk to you guys about is one of our new partners, and we're actually in a great place. And I'll be sharing this information. You'll see it on the Brownstone Center and so forth, where we're able to help gig workers, and we're able to help business owners, small business owners, actually get business funding. So if you're having a problem getting business funding through, say, for instance, the regular banking or whatever, you can definitely give getabbl.com a try. It's going to walk you through the process. You'll be able to see whether or not you can get approved. Even if you're a gig worker now, you can actually get this. So if you're a 1099 and you're using your personal bank account and you're bringing in at least $3,000 a month with your business, then you will be eligible to apply for additional funding. And sometimes that funding, if you're approved, can be in your bank account by the end of the business day. If you get started early enough in the day, you're actually able to do that. So keep that in mind. Otherwise, it takes about 24 hours. And if it's a very large amount, it may take a couple of days for it to actually reach your business bank account. So I'll be sharing more information about that with you guys a little bit later if you want more information about how that works and if you're looking for additional funding. Okay, so definitely wanted to put that out there as well. All right, so let's talk about planning. Let me tell you what I did. You ready? Hang on, just what is this? So what I wanted to share with you guys is what we did over the weekend. So if you're looking at the reels on the Sunday brunch or also on my personal page, then you'll see that we did a lot of fun things over the weekend. So we did our flea market. We actually did some pricing. We actually placed some things on Marketplace, and then it hit me that there was something else that was missing. And here's the hard part. The hard part is I had to get realistic with myself as an individual. So this is where I start to talk about and delve a little bit deeper into what we discussed this morning on um, on the day shift. One of the issues that a lot of us have is we have a great product, we have great services or whatever, but we're not talking about it enough. And we're not presenting to the public enough what we offer. Okay. And so that's hard for a lot of people, especially for people like me. I like to talk, I like to kiki, I like to have a great time, but at the end of the day, this is a business and I need to run it as a business. And so I took some time this weekend and I actually booked a hotel, y'all. And I did some planning and we sat down. And guess what? I'm not done. So I'm actually just here because I needed to address some things here at the house. And then I'm going to head back out and I'm going to go back and continue with my planning and my, planning out what the next couple of months of execution is going to be. Now, you do whatever works for you, right? But what I am going to tell you is that at the end of the day, if you're here to generate revenue for your household or looking for additional streams of income, what I would encourage you to do is to find a space, a time, a place where you can focus on your business, right? You have to find that time. This is the talk. This is the talk part of it. This is also tips, topics, and talk. We're here to attenuate our lives, make it good, make it great, whatever it is, and helping people to live the brownstone lifestyle, which is helping people to say welcome home, which is a great meal, which is feeling welcome when you come over, great conversation, a good meal. Those are things that help you to live the brownstone lifestyle, the atmosphere and the ambiance of who you are when you're in your home, and wherever that is, right? And so one of the things that we have to do is when we find ourselves in a conundrum where we are not doing everything that we can be doing for our business, sometimes we have to fall back and see if we're following all of the steps that are put before us. Because a lot of times, like me, we're a part of groups or masterminds or whatever where we're able to see what we're able to do. But the hard part is the execution, especially when number one, I'm guilty of this. Number one, we're not hiring the help that we need. Number two, we're not following all of the steps and plans that we have in place. And we're not consistent. And so I had to really kind of not browbeat myself this weekend, but I had to find a space and a place to say, okay, this side of the business, we need to do this, we need to do this. Let's assess what our call to actions are. All of those things are important. And then making sure that we have a schedule to execute said items. Okay. So that's one of the reasons why you see me here telling you guys to download the KCCR My Brownstone Living app and listen in. Get your Brownstone Blends seasoning starter pack at mybrownstoneliving.com. Once again, you can check us out there. Using the code that you see above for Love, Live, Breathe at checkout, you will be able to get 25% off your Brownstone Blends starter pack, which comes with 4 seasoning blends. You get 4 recipe cards, and you also get an entire Brownstone Living and Essentials kitchen towel set, which comes. It also has like what is it, two mitts, so that you don't burn yourself when you're cooking. Okay. So that's one. We also have mybrownstoneliving.com where you can get more information about what products and services that we offer, including hosting services. So if you're looking to become an air personality or you want to become a podcast host, you're not really sure where to go, you can go a lot of different places. But the cool thing about what we offer is you're actually on a platform where you can be heard. You can grow your brand, and we help you walk through that process by providing you with the service that you need. If you're looking for drops, you're looking for liners, you're looking for the imaging for your show, this is a great place to do that. And we're going to be presenting more of that to you guys probably within the next week or so. We're going to be talking to you all more about that. Now, you're probably going to say, well, I can just go ahead and I can do XYZ and I can go set. Yeah, you can. You can. But do you have everything that you need to help you be successful? Do you understand what it would take for you to get correct sponsors? What about all of the things that you need for your branding and making yourself a synonymous brand from beginning to end? Okay. What about understanding about clock wheels and really understanding why you're here? Because it's one thing to have a show, but do you understand the inflection of your voice and using your voice to tell a story, to get people to come back? What does that look like for you? Okay, so those are the things that we're going to be discussing, and we'll be opening up some webinars in the next couple of weeks so that you guys can come in and find out more about how you can use KCCR Radio as a place for you to grow and build your brand, and also for people to find you so they don't have to hunt you down on Spotify or any of the other big dogs out there, because you can do that. Absolutely. And I encourage you to. But here at KCCR, you don't have to compete because you're going to have a place here and a face here, right? So do keep that in mind. All right. Now, guys, don't forget, pay attention to your money. Did you run your reports today? Did you? I ran mine this morning. I don't want to look at them. Okay, that doesn't mean that I looked at them, but I'm definitely going to look at them this afternoon and see exactly where we are. Now, tomorrow, let's talk about where I'm going to be. I'm going to be over on TikTok. Okay, I'm going to go live and we're going to go hang out for a little while over there. And we're going to do tips, topics, and talk for the TikTok family. Okay, I don't go over there as much, but I said that I was going to start providing them some place for themselves to go as well. Then we'll be back on Wednesday over here on Facebook and on YouTube. And then we'll head back over to TikTok. Okay. Now, if at any time I ever find out how to do all of this at one time in simulcast, I will absolutely do that. But I don't want to neglect my folks over on TikTok. So we're going to go hang out over there tomorrow and on Thursday. You can come and check us out over on TikTok. It's under your girl Paulette, which is, of course, my name. And you'll find out more information about what we're doing over there. And it's pretty much the same thing. It's just a different place because we can do a little bit more over there. The platform gives me a little bit more flexibility. And so I'll definitely be taking advantage of that for sure. Now, the other thing that I wanted to make sure that we talked about was stay connected. Stay connected, because where we're going next, I want you guys to be a part of. It's going to be a lot of fun. Just stay connected. That's really where I'm going to end with that. I will be sharing with you guys a little bit later on in the week more information about the Sunday Brunch Live, which is coming up, the very first one, July 17th. You don't want to miss it. There's going to be a lot going on. We're still working out all of the details to make sure that you guys are going to have a great time. For those who will be in attendance, we're working with some wonderful folks who are amazing at their craft, that's going to be providing your meals for you, and then also your beautiful gift bags and things like that. So I want you guys come on out and enjoy the Sunday Brunch Live. But in between that time, I want to make sure that you guys are listening to the Sunday Brunch. Where can you hear it? Of course, on KCCR Radio, the Brownstone Center. And also, we're going to start posting that as well on itsthesundaybrunch.com. And also on mybrownstonerliving.com. That's where you can find it. So you'll be able to get that jazz, that gospel. You'll be able to find out what's for brunch. And we'll always, always, always give you words of encouragement to help you rise and shine for your life. I did it. Okay. All right. Now, 3 things that I always like for you guys to do. Love your life. It's the only one that you have. Live your life to the fullest and enjoy every single experience. And last but not least, breathe through every single moment. I will see you all on the next edition of Tips, Topics, and Talk. Don't forget to download the KCCR Radio Brownstone Living app. And don't forget to come and hang out with us on KCCR throughout your work week, throughout your weekend. We got you covered with the old school, the new school, the hip hop, the news and information that you can use. We got tips, topics, and talk. We got all kinds of cool stuff for you to listen to. And also over here on Facebook, we've got Brownstone Living and Essentials. We have the Brownstone Center, and we also have the Sunday Brunch. Go ahead, check us out. You guys enjoy the rest of your evening. It's been real. I'll see you all Wednesday. Bye.